What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia and welcome to my Bring Back My Bar for Sniffs video. This is one of my favorite videos to film. Every 6 months we get a Bring Back My Bar campaign. Now this year we are having the bars available while quantities last from July 1st till mid-August. I believe it's August 15th. So this is just my cold sniffs video. I do have multiple Tester Tuesday videos that are a little more in-depth. But what I'm going to try to do is give you a thorough first sniffs and a condensed kind of overview, and hopefully this will help you decide if scents are going to work for you or not. We still have 2 weeks before they come. So let's get started. The first one on the list of 25 is Ace. Now I have a Tester Tuesday video out on this, but I just had a few testers, so I would say this is a woodsy fragrance, but let's read the notes. It says, definitely unexpected, tangerine and lavender, enrobed in dark chocolate and sweet musky amber. So we do have another dark chocolate scent, I believe, in Love Story, which is probably a more feminine body care, sophisticated scent. And I feel from memory that this might be on the male side of things, but I can't remember much about it. It's been a while. Yeah, it's not overly strong. It's about a light. On the bottom, it's probably about a medium. And I'm getting the musk on the bottom. Let me just smell this. I think I can probably smell lavender, musk. I don't really smell chocolate. It's a masculine fragrance. Now, I remember warming this and expecting to dislike it, and I just thought it was okay. I didn't feel the need to repurchase more, and from cold sniffs, I would probably say this is a bedroom, a sexy bedroom, a masculine, musky scent. And yeah, I could probably warm it all year round. So that is Ace. The next one I don't have a Tester Tuesday video out for, but I have warmed this a few times, and it is Amber Road. Now, the person I signed up for, this is her favorite scent, one of her favorite scents. So let's read the scent description. Censey says, open a box of treasure, handpicked from exotic lands to discover glowing red cedar and resinous incense. And they don't mention amber, but obviously there's probably amber in here with the name. Yes, this is earthy woodsy and not so much amber to me. It is resinous. Yes. I feel like if you like incense scents, you probably like this. It's very different from Amber Hollow. It's an earthy, resinous, dusty, woodsy amber. So if you like those kind of scents, most people would say they do lean a little bit masculine versus feminine, but if you like those kind of scents, this would be a good bedroom scent as well. And I would say a little bit more fall, winter leaning. All right, the next one is Apple and Oats, and I have a couple of old bars of this. Now, I will say I do have a video on this, but I do have slightly different opinion of this, because in that video I kind of said, I don't know about this one, but as I warmed it, it grew on me. So let's read the description. Scentsy says, rich, buttery oats, caramelized apple, and warm hints of cinnamon, back and straight from a farmhouse kitchen. Now, this, I believe, was a one-hit wonder. Probably back in around 2021, 2022. This reminds me of an oatmeal with like a dried, dehydrated apple cut into little pieces, sprinkled on top of the oatmeal with a little dusting of cinnamon. Now, I remember in my video, I thought it was kind of bland and boring, but I remember warming it later on, and it was around Halloween, and it just bloomed, and it was just so pleasant. And I remember one of my customers came by to pick up her order. She came to the door and she said, oh my gosh, your house smells amazing, and it was Apple and Oats. So I definitely like it more than I used to. It's not one that I reach for very often, but it's a really nice, enjoyable bakery scent. You have to like oatmeal type scents, and you have to like almost like a gentle dried apple. That's what I get anyway. But yes, this would be a nice fall, winter bakery scent, but it's not overly aggressive that you couldn't warm it year round. I'm just thinking about cinnamon. The cinnamon here, it's a sweet cinnamon. Some people don't like cinnamon. I'm okay with it. Yeah, it smells really nice. I don't get a lot. I get a lot of that like tangy apple, but yeah. All right, that would be a repurchase for me. I would definitely pick up more of that. All right, the next one is Cactus Flower Lime. I have warmed this before. I recall not liking it a lot, but let's see what I think now. It says, Zen beckons like a siren song from this crisp, meditative blend of lime mist, water lotus, green tea, and delicate aloe leaf. Doesn't really smell very strong. Yeah, this reminds me, if you like Yankee Candle's jasmine green tea, you're probably going to like this. It's a spa, slightly herbal. You definitely get the green tea. I don't get a lot of lime, but I think it's just there with the other notes to kind of give it a little tiny bit of a brightness. So I would say on Colts that this is about a medium light for intensity, but from memory, I can't remember about performance. I just remember not overly liking it, which is sad, but it would be a good bathroom scent for sure. Or if you're someone that likes those spa-like greenery tea scents, you would probably enjoy this anywhere in your home. So that is Cactus Flower Lime. For intensity, it doesn't seem overly strong, but you just never know how old these bars are. All right, the next one is Candy Dandy, and this one I have worn before. I remember really, really liking it, but I found it really, really light. So it says almost sweet enough to eat. Kids will go gaga over the delicious candy scented concoction of mango, lemon drops, and creamy vanilla. Now I remember thinking this is more of a candy store overall candy. I don't know if I can smell any of the notes, but we'll see what I feel about it today. It's so good. It is so good, but man, I wish we could dial up the intensity because it's sweet and delicious and yummy. If you like sweet, almost like sweetheart dusty candy scents, which I love in real life. I love candy. It's kind of funny, my profession that I'm in, but yes, this is really, really sweet. It's fun, playful, but on the lighter side. So where I would warm this in my home, first off, I would probably pick a day that's not overly hot or overly cold, just because I'm trying to nurse the performance out of it. I'd probably up the cubes a little bit, put it in my bedroom, close the doors and let it build up, and then try to enjoy it that way on a day I'm home. So that is a nice one. I probably will repurchase, but I don't think I'll put it in club. If it was stronger, I'd put it in my club. But all right, the next one is Central Park Pralines, or Pralines. It says a decadent confection of rich roasted pecans, a buttery caramel, and cinnamon sugar. And this would obviously be a bakery scent. I've warmed this before. It's enjoyable. If you like nutty scents, almost like that, almost like brittle, like a brittle with the nuts. Well, praline, obviously. Yeah, you would like this. Brown sugar praline was out recently. I don't recall how that differs. Speaking of, I did get an order, and I did have to give my customers their orders, but my items I still have. I'm going to just put them off to the side because I'm expecting another order soon, and I'll just kind of put it in one giant haul. But yes, if you like bakery scents, brown sugar, nutty, not overly sweet, but kind of almost like a caramelized sugar type scent, then this would be the one you want to go with, Central Park Pralines. It does hold up well in bigger areas from my memory, but not overly challenging from my old house. I don't know if I warm it in the big area. I'd have to probably put more cubes in. Here, it probably do okay. All right, the next one is Coconut Flower. And this one I remember really liking. It says graceful tropical blossoms meet luscious pineapple and the subtle scent of coconut milk. And if you're someone that likes Mahalo coconut, for coconut blossoms, you're probably going to like Coconut Flower. It is similar to Mahalo coconut to my nose. Maybe a little bit more, let me just smell because I don't have any Mahalo to cross-reference. Maybe a little bit more floral sweetness. Yeah, and the floral slightly different. It says tropical blossoms. Yeah, there's almost like a little sweet jolt of floral, which I really enjoy. I'm okay with florals. But yes, if you like Mahalo coconut, then definitely give this one a try. It's maybe a tiny bit more floral leaning. It's about a medium. It would be good for bedrooms and bathrooms, and I think more spring and summer leaning. All right, so more fall and winter leaning, especially fall, is Cranberry Pumpkin Spice. This was in a Harvest collection, I believe. I don't remember the year. I didn't look it up. I've warmed it before, but I haven't reviewed it as an official video, but it's on the list for Tester Tuesday. It was in the voting this week, but I think it came in last out of the 6. Anyway, it says sugared cranberry adds a sweet kick to baked pumpkin, delightfully infused with cinnamon spice. Yeah, to me, I think this is just... I mean, I'm probably going to get hate for this because obviously it's been voted back, but it's very traditional, like pumpkin cinnamon scent to me. I don't know if I get very much cranberry. I get a little bit of cranberry on the bottom, but I don't get a ton. So, my friend Patricia really likes this one, and she doesn't even like cinnamon. And to me, there's a lot of cinnamon in here, so it's almost a little bit of a sharp earthy cinnamon to me. So anyway, that is Cranberry Pumpkin Spice. If I were to warm this, I would warm it in the fall and in my big area and enjoy it that way. All right, Disney Belle Enchanted Rose. This one was available probably in around the 2019-ish time frame. It says, write your own chapter. Rose petals, passion fruit, and sandalwood offer endless inspiration to those who dare to dream. And I remember, yeah, to me, okay, so I don't love rose scents. This one is maybe tolerable, but it smells really nice on the bottom. I'm getting like the passion fruit on the bottom, and I think from my memory, I remember thinking this was like a clash in the sense that the rose seems a little bit more mature, and maybe it's a yellow rose, I don't know, which I think I tolerate better than pink and red. But then we have the passion fruit, which smells really like youthful and girly, and then I'm like, are they melding together for me? And I'm not sure if I get sandalwood on cold sniff. But sandalwood is usually a base note which comes out after you've warmed it for a little bit. So I know a lot of people love this one. I remember it performed fairly well for me. So, but if a customer asked me to purchase this, I'd probably pass it along because it's not one that I overly enjoy. It's just okay. I wouldn't be one that I'd reach for, but I know there's a lot of people that love that one. So I will say, when you watch these videos, even though you might have set preferences that align with a certain YouTuber, try to watch as many videos as you can, get an overall consensus of what people are thinking, and really, really pay attention to the warm reviews or what people have, you know, what results people have had once they've warmed the scent. As fun as cold sniff impression videos like this, they're fun to watch, but they're just a first impression. And like my husband said after warming Vanilla Oak, he said, you really got to warm things before you know if you're going to like them. And I said, exactly. So anyway, moving on, we have Exotic Vanilla. Now, I did watch a Scent of the Month live, and Orville said this went by another name before, something to do with spice, and it was maybe in the early beginning catalog releases for Scentsy, and they said it didn't perform well in sales at all, so he wanted to give it another chance. So he renamed it, and here it is again, so probably giving it another chance. But let's see, because I do love vanilla scents. So it says, spice up your home with a blend of vanilla bean, jasmine, patchouli, and sandalwood. And I want to add in that I think Vanilla Oak definitely has patchouli in it because, man, as it warms, I feel like it's getting stronger and stronger. And I had to start at day 5 and I had to take it out. But let's see, because sometimes I'm not sure about patchouli. Oh. Okay, so this isn't as strong as I was expecting. I do smell jasmine, which I think I'm really, really liking. But it's just gentle. You smell almost like this is going to sound bad, but you smell almost like a waxy vanilla. Let me just warm it up. It's almost like a delicate ambiance vanilla. This is really not what I was expecting at all. Maybe it's erotic, not exotic, but yeah, very nice. I think I would warm this in my bedroom here and see what I would think. And spoiler alert, this one, it came in second this week. So I definitely will get to warming this one. So stay tuned next Tuesday and you'll hear my more in-depth thoughts. But yeah, I really almost want to break the bar to get a better idea for this one. But I think if you like light vanilla scents with a little twist of a little bit of floral, a little bit of special something something, then Exotic Vanilla would be one to give a try. All right, so we're moving on. We have 15 more to go. I have Fiji Flour. Now, I love this so much in laundry. It's my favorite laundry scent. I get so many compliments on it, so if you haven't tried Fiji Flour laundry products, definitely pick them up and give it a try. All right, so this was in the summer collection. It had blue agave and melon and, oh, I forget. It was one of my favorite collections that they did. It was really well-rounded and kind of up my alley. So it says, a vivid lei delicately crafted with pink plumeria and pear blossom wraps around an air of apple. So, oh, it's very perfumey and floral and a little bit of sweetness from the apple. It reminds me of my laundry. Now, I remember warming this and one time not getting good performance and then warming in the bathroom and getting great performance and then warming it somewhere else and getting, you know, I think it's the kind of thing that if you don't find it overly strong but you really, really love it, you might have to fiddle around. But when you find that sweet spot, man, oh man, is it going to perform for you. So it smells really strong here today. I would say a medium to medium plus. I would put that in the floral category and it's definitely a favorite. I'll probably pick up one more bar, but I don't know if I'll pick up a bunch. So I'm trying to be good. All right, the next one is Grapevine, and this one is a new to me scent. I don't think I've ever smelled this one. It says somewhere between grapefruit, sorry, somewhere between grape juice and Cabernet. So grape juice and Cabernet. I'm not really big into wine, so we'll see. Okay, so this is a grape scent. It does smell like grape juice, but it's almost like a candy gelée grape. If you like those candy gelée in the little tins with the other fruits, and the tins are kind of expensive, that's what this reminds me of. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't smell overly alcohol based or anything like that. And it's about a medium intensity. Where would I warm something like this? Maybe in the open space and see if it was strong enough, because I don't know if I'd want to hear in my bedroom. But yeah, we'll give this one a try. I'm going to be warming that maybe this week if I have enough time, because that one came in third. All right, moving on, we have Linger. And I don't know if I've warmed this before. Years ago, I've warmed a few cubes of either Linger or Flutter, and I can't remember which one. So we'll see. It says Linger. Pink grapefruit, sugared apple, lavish praline, and flirty marshmallow swirl create a fragrance that says stay. All right. Okay, so this is a feminine body care ambiance, you know, background. I don't know how soft it's going to be. When I say background, it would probably be a light medium, or between light and medium, just from smelling it here on Cold Snap. Okay, so I don't know if I get pink grapefruit, because sometimes that can be overly strong. Sugared apple, maybe. It's very perfumey, so it says praline and marshmallow swirl, but there's probably some white amber in here. Yeah, I'm just going to warm it up. Yeah, it's also coming off the slightest bit waxy to me. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe the marshmallow is presenting that way. I'm not sure. But this one came in first place, so I will be putting this in the warmer. Probably won't get to it till the weekend, but I'll be putting that in the warmer for sure, as well as exotic vanilla. And then if I have time, I will do a third grapevine. All right. Even though I love Scentsy, my regular job takes priority. Oh, someone's home, so it might get a little bit noisy. Okay, we have Lux Vanilla. Now, I know Ramona loves this scent, and I really enjoy it as well. It's a pretty, almost like a, it's hard to explain. Okay, this is really hard to explain. I've never had good luck explaining it. It says soft tones of musk, cyclamen, and jasmine blend with the delicate scent of vanilla. So almost like a floral fresh vanilla. Think of it that way. It might smell not really like a soap fragrance at all. More like I call it like a solid perfume. But I would warm this in bedrooms, bathrooms. I would warm this on a day that I wanted, like, just to kind of lighten up the heavy air. Like if it was like humid and you just wanted to kind of brighten up and freshen up the air, this would be something I would put in. It's really, really nice, really hard to explain. And it sounds weird, but from years ago when they used to make the candied cigarettes, the dusting and that sweetness from the candied cigarette, that smell is in here for me. So I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe the vanilla, it's almost like a pure confectionery vanilla. I have no idea, but that's kind of what I get. All right, so here we have a new pour of Marshmallow Mint. I don't know if I've seen one of these in a while. Marshmallow Mint is buttermint and marshmallow make merry beneath an amber veil. This is my second favorite Scentsy scent. If you know me, you know the big saga with the Marshmallow Mint. Anyway. Oh. Now, when you warm this, it's going to just billow, because that amber, which I normally am kind of shy about amber, but the amber doesn't really come across perfumey. It just kind of, I call it magical fairy dust. It kind of gives that buttermint, not peppermint, buttermint, which is a creamy, buttery style mint, very gentle and kind of billowy. And then you add in that fluffy, puffy marshmallow feel with the amber, and it's just magical. Now, obviously I love it, but I'm going to just caution you that some people do not get good performance from Marshmallow Mint. I get good performance probably because my bars are all so old. But I would say be careful making a judgment call. If you try it in a spot and it doesn't work, try it in a smaller spot, or try something different. Try a different style warmer. Make sure you're using good, strong warmers for this. If you need to troubleshoot and you have any questions specifically about this, let me know. But I really like it. If you try it, I hope you like it too. And I hope that we see the flat bottoms get clearanced out in the clearance. All right. The next one is Mums and Marigolds. I'm pretty sure I've warmed this before years and years ago. I didn't have a full bar. I had a partial bar that I got from like a Scentsy drug deal. And I don't recall like it making a lasting impression. So let's give it a smell. It says the sunny scent of summer marigolds, rosy rhubarb, earthy cedar, and musk. So not just mums and marigolds, we have other things. Oh, okay. This one here is hard to get out. Whoa, strong on the bottom. It's almost like the strong marigold mum smell on the bottom. I'm not sure if I like. I think if you kind of like scents like scarlet sunflower without the fruit, you might enjoy this scent. If you like, it almost has a little reminiscent of Welcome Summer. Something about it is a little Welcome Summer to me, but not much. So little parts of other scents I'm smelling in here. I think it's the wood, the earthy cedar. I'm not sure if I'm loving. This would be a good scent to warm as summer is leaving and we're going into fall. So that's where I would probably use up this bar. Sorry if it's really noisy in the background. All right, we have pistachio ice cream. And this was my second scent that I ever warmed with Scentsy, so it has a special place in my heart. It was in my very first order. So it was in the clearance way back in the day. So it says pistachio cream and coconut garnish vanilla meringue. And it's a very delicate, gentle bakery, and there's no cherry to that pistachio. It's good. It's good. Now, you might have to you might have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Fiddle around to see if you can get this to perform for you, because some people can, some people can't. It's kind of like that Marshmallow Mint effect. But yes, very nice, gentle bakery, summer appropriate because it's not overly strong. But I'd warm this any time of year when you just feel like you need a little bit of a gentle vanilla-based, creamy pistachio, kind of nutty pistachio hug. Now, keep in mind, it's not overly strong, so don't leave the house and it might be gone when you get back. Okay, prickly pear and agave. This one is one that some people compare to sea salt and avocado. I find it personally different because I love sea salt and avocado. This one, not so much. But I will say the performance on this is fantastic. It says prickly pear and agave are sweet as a desert sunset behind a dreamy veil of sheer petals. So this came out years ago, and then it did well enough that it stuck around. And I do find it's a very long-lasting scent at about a medium intensity. My daughter likes it in her bedroom. So it's a combination of almost like a floral, musky, greenery type scent. But the greenery is different because it's the prickly pear, like cactusy kind of greenery, which is a little bit watery in nature as well. But this is a fantastic performer. It will last days when I've warmed it in her bedroom before. So I would say it does obviously seem to me spring, summer. Oh my gosh, they're so noisy out in the back. Sorry. It's really hard to find a time to film that's not noisy, but yeah, this one is a really good one if you like long-lasting scents that are a little bit fresh, a little bit floral, sweet, and delicate girliness. So all that in combination. Okay, red pear and pomegranate. I've just warmed this for Tester Tuesday. I do really enjoy it. It's a great value scent. Sweet, tart notes of pomegranate and rhubarb are polished by crisp, energizing red pear. So we have a great combination of a lot of different fruits, and there's other fruits in here besides the pomegranate, the rhubarb, and the pear. We've got cherry, we've got peach, we've got baked apple. Yeah, I can't remember all the notes, but it's a really juicy, fruity concoction. It does have the pear, which is different from a regular like green pear. It's more of a red pear, which it smells a little bit more aromatic. And then the rhubarb comes in with a tiny bit of tartness and all the sweetness of all the other fruits. If you like fruit punch scents, you might like this. If you like a peeling apple, you might like this. If you like ruby nectarine, you might like this. Even that scent, I think turning red, although this is, in my opinion, way better than turning red, you might like this. So yes, fairly long lasting for a fruity scent. So definitely give that one a try. I have Rosemary Mint, and this one I would say is in the fresh category. Oh gosh, it says smoothing mint and tea tree, cool over soft, vitalizing rosemary. So I enjoy this scent. Now, my first experience years ago, I went to a vendor event. I was helping my director, and somebody came up to me, and I was kind of new to scenting, and they came up and said, "Do you have any rosemary mint?" And I said, "No." But I knew enough about it that I said, "But we have Just Breathe," as I was trying to find something that was current at the time. And she smelled Just Breathe, and she goes, "It's just not the same." So I don't think you should be overly worried about tea tree. The rosemary is well done. It's really all about the mint in combination with the rosemary. There's a sweetness there. There's probably a little bit of eucalyptus in here. Yeah, I would definitely give this one a try. If you even remotely like Just Breathe, I would give this one a try, because sometimes it doesn't sound like it's going to be one that you would like, and then when you warm it, you're like, oh, this is so much better than I thought. Because sometimes people don't like certain notes, like they don't like tea tree, they don't like rosemary, but this is a really fresh scent along the Just Breathe line, and it performs well. And I will pick up more because I did enjoy this one. So that is Rosemary Mint. All right, we have Seashore, and I don't think I like this one from memory, but we'll give it a try. It says, a breath of ocean air dappled with salted grapefruit and sweetened just so by hints of pink, ginger, lemon zest, and vanilla bean. Oh, I mean, is it terrible? No, but I remember warming this and really not liking it. It was like a softer, more vanilla-based, some of those notes don't really come together. Salted grapefruit, pink ginger, lemon zest. Those are all somewhat assertive notes, and I think when they come together in the warmer for me, it just doesn't meld. It doesn't smell as strong as Inhale, Exhale, or anything like that, but if you like Inhale, Exhale, which has a combination of like very fresh and vibrant notes, you might like this one. Yeah, this one I probably, I don't think I repurchased that one. So, all right, the next one is Strawberry Taffy. And this one was a one-hit wonder as well, one season wonder. It says, nostalgic notes of vanilla taffy folded with strawberry puree beckon straight from memory lane. Now keep in mind, taffy is an artificial kind of candy-like fragrance. So I feel like you have the strawberry and the taffy, you're gonna expect a little bit of a sweet, artificial strawberry scent. And I believe that's what we're gonna get. Yeah, and I enjoy something like this. It's just a basic, straightforward, like, you know, I want a scent to kind of put in the warmer and enjoy for maybe a day. This would be one that I'd, you know, pop in the warmer and just enjoy it and have fun with it. It doesn't have a bunch of notes that are complicated. It's just a basic, straightforward scent. That's, you know, it's artificial strawberry, a little bit of waxy, salty, like saltwater taffy kind of feel. A little bit of, like a little bit of a zing. Yeah, that's Strawberry Taffy. I will probably warm that and just kind of say it's not good, it's not bad, it's just there. All right, the next one is Summer Holiday, and this one, I feel like it's in the floral. Okay, so it says, steal away to a sunny isle bursting with lush plumeria, tiger lily, sweet orange softened by vanilla and radiant amber. So if you like any of the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom fragrances, like the original, then you'd probably love this because it is along that line. We have a floral, we have like an amber, a perfuminess. We have, I don't really get orange so much, but all those together combine to a floral perfume that's a little bit assertive in the clamshell. Now, when I warm this, sometimes I don't get very good performance at all. Like, this is also one of the ones that in the past I'm thinking, okay, it's going to perform really well. It smells like a solid performer in the clamshell, but sometimes I just can't smell it the greatest in the air. But then there's other times I'll put it in certain rooms. Like in my old house, I finally found when I put it in Drew's room, it really performed well in his room. So I will probably pick up maybe one more of Summer Holiday. But if you like scents like Kukui and Coconut, Starburst Sky, Barefoot Beach, if you like any of those kind of sun castles, all those kind of scents that kind of evoke that feminine perfume spin-off of Boom Boom, then you probably like that one. Just keep in mind you might have to fiddle with that one as well. All right, this one is an extremely light performer, but oh so pretty. So I'll call it lovely but light, and it is Tahitian Black Orchid. And I did receive a broken clamshell here, unfortunately. It says, a seductive tapestry of black orchid, dark plum, coconut milk, and white rose weaves a mysterious tale full of sweet surprises. Sorry, it's getting kind of dark. It's a little bit like cloudy, dreary day here. Yes, this is musk, and I feel like there's the plum and the musk. So if you like those plum and musk scents, but you find them a lot of them are way too heavy, then maybe give Tahitian Black Orchid a try, because in the warmer it is on the lighter side. So something that my co-worker Audrey might enjoy. Now smelling it here, it does smell strong, like way stronger than I would have remembered. In here, especially on the bottom, I'm getting a lot of the, I feel like there's musk. It says plum and white rose, so, but I feel like I'm getting a plum, musky, heavy, sultry kind of scent. Great for bedrooms, especially if it's a small bedroom. If you use 4 cubes in your bedroom, you might want to try 6 or something like that. Don't use wimpy warmers. Don't use mini warmers. Try it in warmer warmers. So this one is notoriously light, but very lovely. So good for bedrooms, very seductive and sensual. All right, last but not least, I have Winter Wonderland, which I feel is a new to me scent. It says exhilarating blast of frosty mint breeze. Of a frosty mint breeze. Oh, it's white wax. I haven't watched any first sniffs video because I didn't want to be, I wanted to have my own thoughts and not hear what other people think. I don't even know what this reminds me of. It almost smells like there's something in here that reminds me of childhood. It's got almost like those spicy, I feel like there's a little bit of cinnamon in here. Like those ribbon candy, or I don't know if it's ribbon candy, something from like a holiday candy with a little tiny tinge of spice. It says exhilarating blast of a frosty mint breeze. Well, you do get mint, but you get other stuff. Yeah, there's definitely more than just the mint in here. There's cinnamon, I feel, in here. So this is probably about a medium. And obviously it's not the time of year to be warming Winter Wonderland. It's probably more of a fall, or excuse me, a winter scent. Probably into the early months of the year here in North America. But yeah, this one smells like it's going to be a medium to medium plus in performance. So we'll see. We will see. I will see how that one eventually fares in Tester Tuesday voting. It has not made it in this week. If I had to make some recommendations for you based on not only scent appeal but also performance, I would say definitely give Apple and Oats a try. I would say give maybe Coconut Flour a try and Central Park Pralines. Let's see. Obviously, I love Marshmallow Mint, and I hope you can smell it as well as I do. I think Lux Vanilla is very, very unique. I love Rosemary Mint for its freshness. I think Red Pear Pomegranate is, it's got to be a home run for the fruity lovers. And I think also give Summer Holiday a try because this is one that most people have been missing tremendously. So I'm going to get warming my first 3 scents. We only have, I think, 7 left to go. I will link down in the comments below my all the scents that I have reviews on. You'll see a link. It'll be a video. Some of those videos are very old, so I apologize. But yeah, if you have any questions for me, please list them down below. I'd be more than happy to give you more feedback if you need it. And yeah, I'm really excited. I love Bring Back My Bar. Everybody loves Bring Back My Bar because there's a little bit of something for everyone, which I think we have. We have masculine scents here, feminine scents. We have a spicy scent. We have fresh scents. We have bakery scents. I'm not even sure. I don't think we have any citrus, do we? No, we might be missing citrus, but other than that, we've pretty much got almost a little bit of everything. We've got some whizziness with some of those Ace and Amber Road. So yeah, I think this is a well-rounded group. Probably not a lot of home runs for me, but sometimes that's easier on the club. So anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're new, please hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.